Every car has a story.
Like the best thing ever.
For some, they end up here. Hi, I'm Gary Nichols. My team and I rescue cars from this. Here at Radical Rods, Rides and Restoration, we restore vehicles, giving them a renewed lease on life and preserving their stories so they could be told right here on Radical Restoration. There are many aspects to classic car restoration. In this episode, we take a look at how a rare Chevy Station wagon is rejuvenated. We then give a stock car a fresh coat of paint. But first, we give an old fridge a new lease on life. Normally at Radical Rods and Rides, we restore classic cars, but every once in a while, somebody brings us something in from the same era. It keeps us on our toes, and we always look forward to trying new things. Most of the time we restore classic cars, but we've restored everything from sewing machines, pedal cars, cigarette machines, beer fridges.
My name's Troy Hazelgrave. I live in town here, and I brought this fridge in about a month ago to get it redone. This fridge was actually my wife's grandfather's first family fridge. He gave it to the neighbors and who had an old fish camp, and my in-laws bought that camp, and we're going to tear it down. So he was telling me about the fridge. I decided that, you know what, maybe we should go get it redone. So we brought it back home, and unfortunately my wife's grandfather passed away in January there, so we thought this was probably the best thing we could do to finally get it done and get it all working again and everything like that. So.
That's an old Westinghouse. It's going to go get the bodywork done on it, and we're going to do some replating. They're going to do the inside grills in powder coat. And we're going to wind up finishing this in Blue Jays blue, and it's going to have a logo put on the front of it for the Toronto Blue Jays, and it's going to have the emblems and the handle, I believe, are going to go white. Hopefully it'll have a lot more use for years to come.
Don't do any good. You can always stick a Toronto Maple Leaf sticker over it anyway, eh?
I think it turned out excellent. I think he would have really liked it. You know, they did a great job. You know, I just think that he'd appreciate the work and the effort that went into redoing this fridge. This is going down in the basement. This is going to be for there in the man cave pretty much. And yeah, it's going to be mostly a beer fridge, and hopefully watch some Blue Jays game and hopefully watch them win. Very happy with it. Yeah.
What a difference, eh?
Yeah. No, I appreciate all the work he did and all the hours put into it. So yeah, it turned out really nice.
Okay, you ready?
Keep going, keep going.
More?
Yep.
Well, you
just watch the
ready? Yep. Keep going? Yeah, just get it angled there for the drum.
Up next, we look at how a rare 9-passenger 1956 Chevy Bel Air wagon gets a new lease on life.
Well, it's getting there. We're soon about to take her out on the road and see what it's actually going to do. Just see if speedo works, all the other gauges work, and everything else like that. So then we just got to get her over to the body shop to get the whole front end all realigned and then some parts repainted. So it's coming along quite nice. It runs really quiet, smooth. It's quite nice. Nice little wagon to drive in, especially on like a nice afternoon.
Hi, my name is Murray Shearer from Barrie, Ontario. The vehicle behind us is a 1956 Chevy Beauville 210 9-passenger station wagon. Pretty rare car. Next to the Corvette that year, it's the least amount of cars made by Chevrolet. I've always had an interest in old cars. My dad collected and restored old cars. Both my brothers had that bug, I guess, is the lack of a better word. And I just wanted a car. I was actually looking for a Mopar, because my whole family's Mopar. But I found this 56 Chevy and I thought it was kind of cool. Being a wagon, I thought it was interesting and different. So the wife said okay and away I bought it. So when I picked up that car, it was just a shell pretty well. It was a mess. It was painted flat black with paintbrush. There was no interior or very low interior. No drivetrain. But it wasn't solid condition. There was very little rust. The floors were rusted out a bit. I replaced the floors. And other than that, it was just a matter of putting some time and money into it, and a lot of swearing, a lot of cursing, but it's been fun. It's been a great ride. I brought in the Radical rods and rides to put an air conditioner and a heater in it, a new wiring harness, and it turned out it needed a lot more to be done to it to make it safe and drivable and reliable. And that's more or less what I was looking for them to do, and they did a great job as far as I can tell. That they really treated us well. Well, I was going to have it for my niece's wedding, and unfortunately the weather didn't cooperate. Gary and the boys at Radical Rods, they did a phenomenal job to get it ready for me. Of course, we hadn't had any rain for a while, and then the 2 days I wanted it for, it poured down rain. So unfortunately we didn't use it for the event, but I'm on holidays this week, so I'm going to go out and cruise with the wife. I think it's turned out fantastic.
Up next, we give a stock car a brand new look.
My name is Kendra Adams and I race at Sunset Speedway in the Super Stock division. I have a 69 Chev chassis and I race an Impala SS body on this chassis. I brought the car here to Radical Rods because for the last 2 years, on both my Super Stock and my Mini Stock last year, we won Best Appearing Car, and the year before that also we won Best Appearing Car. So every year I've had my car painted here at Radical Rods, and I couldn't be more happy with the work that they've done for me. I started racing because my dad used to be really into racing, and I was always around the track when I was growing up, and I really thought that it was a really cool sport to do and really different. Like nobody else does it, so it's a really cool thing to get into.
You don't want these filled at all?
No. I'll just put. Actually, you know what? If you wanted to fill them all, that would be better than having ripped. Yeah, and I'm not even going to put anything there. I'm going to leave it without. Last year there was a panel there, but I'm going to run without it. So yeah, if you could fill that up, that would be wonderful. Front cone and the rear cone are going to stay black plastic. They're going to get no paint at all.
Okay.
And then basically, the front and the rear are staying black plastic.
The bumper covers.
The bumper covers, yeah.
Not the black one, not the back. No, the back of it around is black. It's red. It's just the top part of it.
We're going to leave it all black front and back, because that way if you do get any of this, no paint chips off.
Yeah, because you can hit them with flex agent and stuff, but if you take a hard hit, that paint will just blow off of there.
The roll of the fender, the top of the fender and the top of the recorder will all be the red, and it'll just go underneath the hood in the front, and then the back it'll end probably right at. You'll create a line, I
But
guess, with the trunk lid.
front nose cone's gonna be red.
It's
Yeah.
best to keep it all black because it won't chip paint.
I would really not rather like have that because I think that would look kind of weird if it was just the
We can
front
try
black.
it and see how it holds up. I mean, I think you'll know the first time you smack it on something if it's gonna.
Yeah, I just think that's like not the paint scheme that was.
All right. Well, we'll discuss the final. But
Yeah.
have we got some chips to choose from, or like how do you mix the color, or where's the color come from?
The red that you're gonna want.
Like you're
I
gonna know
think
what
this
you
is a
have.
better pick.
That's a better indication of the color.
Yeah, it's more of a dark cherry almost. It's actually very similar to the stuff that's on this bike. If you want to have a look at
Yeah,
that
let's
for a
have a look
second.
at that.
Sorry, here's your.
Sure.
You look at the transition of the colors here. See how we've used the dark cherry and then into the light? If you look at
Yeah.
that color,
Yeah.
just bring your color up for a second. It's probably fairly close to that.
Yeah, it's like the top one.
Yeah.
I like doing that one.
Yeah.
And it's like all flaky, like sparkly.
Yeah.
Here in Italian,
Yeah. So I can try and match off of this here. Do you want it a little lighter or a little darker?
I feel like
a little darker.
I feel like this right
You like the
here.
intermediate color in there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put the light on it. Like like that, because in the sun and stuff, that'll look really good.
Right. Okay. Yeah, all that is just a shadowing anyway. We can just
Okay.
use a toner to bring it a little darker so when it comes to the top of the door, then it
It'll-
sort of goes towards the black. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So
Yeah.
a lot of guys do that on the bottom of the car too, because as the car comes down, it gives it the optical illusion that it's
Fading
it's
out?
fading and coming down more.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's excellent.
Good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but if you can email me those pictures,
I
just
certainly
so
will.
I've
I'll do
got
that today. I'll email you them today, and we'll
I'll send them
finalize
just
exactly
for-
how we're going to make the cuts.
Yeah.
So.
One man here, Tim? Yeah. And we'll just hit it up. Are you good? Yeah, I'm good. Do you want me to hold? That's not gonna fold on you, is it? No, I've got it.
We use Ryan, we can get outside and level it out.
Okay. It's really flexible.
Rubber.
You can see it red on the texture, right? Well, it's that heavy flake.
Yeah.
I actually had to put that on with a heavier gun, with the primer gun, because it comes out like
Clumps?
yeah, it's like powder almost, but it's thick.
Looks bad.
I think it's honestly amazing. It's nothing that anybody else has anywhere or at Sunset. Like, it's an unbelievable job. It's amazing. I couldn't be more happy for it.
Oh, I love it. Fantastic job. It's holding up very well. You know, she does tend to get a little bit of rubbing here and there, so it's holding up very well. It looks awesome on the racetrack. It reflects so beautifully at night, so very happy with the work that he's done here this year.
Thank you for joining us. My name's Gary Nichols. Until next time, may all your rides be radical.